What's up YouTube, it's Yemi here again from SwingTradeFX, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can mark key levels of the market that you can take high probability trades from. I know I've talked about this in the past, but I want to show you a much more effective way to do that, right? I've been reading comments and I've been seeing some people's, some days I like to go randomly through like students' comments, and I see a lot of people doing it wrongly, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it in the most simplest and easiest form. So I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy, and let's go. Okay, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can find these specific areas in the market where the market can offer you trade opportunities. We regard them as key levels where, you can be finding very high probability trade opportunities. Like I said, I've talked about it in past videos, right? But I want to show you a more effective and very simple and straightforward way in which you can get it done, right? But before we get into that, let's talk about the fast bull market. There's currently something crazy going on right now, and there's a trading contest going on sponsored by the fast bull market to give the winner of the contest $22,500 in cash prize, right? And I know there's so many great traders in my community if you're watching this, right? So this is the right time for you to go register and get them signed up, okay? Let them get you signed up and, just get into it. And other things in the fast bull that you can enjoy also is a community, right? There's a global community out here where you can join and just see other traders and just be in the competitive space, right? And if you're looking for your news products, right, the fast bull market has got it, right? They have the 24/7 news where you can be able to access news as fast as possible, as you can see right here. And if you're looking for economic data to support your analysis, you have everything right here if you are the type that trades with the news, okay? So real quick, let's get back into the market. So yes, I've seen different people plot key levels in the market in different ways and form, and to be very honest, they are all good, but I see that a lot of people actually dwell so much on the prehistoric information in such a way that they make it so complicated. How do I mean? So I'm going to show you an example on the screen right now so that you can see what I'm saying. So I've seen a lot of people, when they want to draw specific key levels, they go back to the past and, they are going to have like key levels like this. I spoke about how we can use like all these zones to actually previous existing zones to actually draw like key levels in the market. And if you go watch my videos, I'm going to pin it in the card above, right? I've spoken about it before, but I want to show you a much more better way to draw key levels. In fact, most people that I've seen actually go on the higher time frame like this. So I'm going to show you an example now. I've seen a lot of people go on the higher time frame. So I'm going to make a reference to a prehistorical data. A lot of people come on a higher time frame and just draw key level through zones, which is nice. I spoke about it. That all you have to do is look for where the market had reacted in the past, in this past area, and you can connect like a zone through them, which is highly, highly effective. But the markets are changing, right? The market are changing, and if the market are changing, you must be able to find a simple yet effective approach to identifying the key levels where you can actually find trade entry opportunities, which is what I'm going to show you today. And the concept is so simple and short, right? Don't expect a very long concept. This is probably going to be a very short video, okay, just to show you, and go on your chart and go apply it in that way of form. So the first thing I'm going to establish is that for you to be able to identify key levels correctly, you should be able to understand trends and structure of the market, okay? It is very key for you. You cannot really identify a very key effective level, if you don't have the knowledge of trends, if you don't have the knowledge of structures, right? That is the simplest approach, and this is how I do it every time, okay? So I'm going to give you some examples, right? So I see a lot of people draw key levels, and when you draw your key levels across, too much of informations in the past, right, is really going to bulk up your chart, is really going to affect the way you see the market, is really just going to put a lot of information in perspective for you. And let me tell you something, right? At the grand scheme of things, right, you do not need the most information to make trade decisions. You don't need all the information in the market to make trade decisions, right? All you need is specific information of what the market is doing right now, incongruent to what it did in just not too long ago, right? So say you don't need to go back to 10 years ago. You don't need to go back to 20 years ago. You just need to understand what the market has done over the past 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, right? And the more you say, the truth is this, right? The market is always full of repetitive patterns, right? So what probably happened 10 years ago is probably going to happen 5 month time, 5 months back, right? They are the same patterns repeated over and over and over and over again. So rather than you drawing your key zones like this and identifying this level and okay, this is a break and this level, and you're thinking the market is going to reject on this level, let us even use this as an example, right? I want to show you why drawing your key zone through so much prehistorical data are very wrong. So let's take it to the 4 hours time frame. Now look at this. When you look at this on the 4 hours time frame, a lot of people are going to pick this level. Let's take it to the 1 hour real quick. A lot of people on the 1 hour are going to pick this level as a level that the market can find resistance. And yes, the market did find some resistance, right? But look at it. This resistance that the market found right here was short-lived, right? And I can bet I saw someone actually make a setup like this, because I love to review like randomly what students are doing, right? And I can tell you for a fact that you can catch the sell. Those zones can reject for the interim, right? But they are not going to form the basis upon a very big rejection, right? It's only a matter of time before the market actually just override that, right? And this is the dangers of actually having to draw key zones over long historic information. So what is the most effective way? Let's get straight to the point. So I'm going to use an analogy right now. The most effective way to draw key levels is, number one, identify the most significant recent structure. So for example, if I want to draw a key, if I have a chart like moving in a way like this, and I want to be able to draw my key levels, all I need is the most recent trend. So I'm going to give you guys a key hack. When you want to draw your key levels in the market, or perhaps let me use the word zones in the market where the market could be finding, could be offering you a trade opportunity, just look at the trend first, then identify the structures. And guess what? I'm going to give you a hack. This works all the time. Just look to your left. Look to your left, right? Look to your left means look to the nearest prehistorical data that you can find, right? Now, when you find a previous support, a previous resistance, that is the key level that you need. So if I'm going to do that right here on your screen, I want you to focus on my screen right now. If I'm going to do that right now, guess what? If I'm going to draw a key level like this, guess what? All I have to do is to look to my left. What do I have right here on my left? I have the market finding a support, right? And I notice that if the market continues to this level, it's probably going to find me resistance, right? What do? This is all I need. This is going to make your chart more cleaner, easier, and you're going to be able to operate with the most recent information, and you're most likely going to get accurate information. So let me show you some example on the live chart real quick. Let's look at some example on the live chart real quick. Now, look at what the market is doing here. Look at what the market is doing here. So I'm going to go to the higher time frame, and I'm going to be using examples of trades I've picked in the past, right? Now, a lot of people will go to the weekly time frame, right, and say, you know what, the market has been moving like this, which is a lot of strikes. Oh, resistance, support, resistance, support right here and resistance. A lot of people are going to make different things up. I see a lot of people. In fact, most even pro traders do it in that way, right? And a lot of people are going to identify that, oh, since the market gave me a support right here, resistance right here, perhaps the market gave me support right here, perhaps we could be having stuff like this. Now, I'm not saying that is wrong, right? It might work, right? But to be very honest, you are most likely not going to get the accurate data, right? Because now when you lower down into the lower time frame, all you're going to find around these areas are just rejection, and you're not going to get like the most significant areas. So now what do? You take it off. We are not really focusing on as much. All you have to do is to come to daily time frame. All the information you need to make the next trade are all available on the daily time frame. So what do I see right here? Okay, I saw that the market started to move on an uptrend like this. Okay, and as the market moves on in an uptrend like this, what do I have? I start to have I start to understand the trend, the structure: higher low, higher low, higher lows, higher lows, and this to me is my most significant higher low. Okay, so on this most significant higher low, what do I want to do? Like I said, always look to your left. So what does it look like from the left, from where the market is right now, connected to the left? All I need is to understand that there was a previous area of significant support right here turning into resistance. Look at it this way: support right here turning into resistance. And guess what? All I have to do is to go back to the lower time frame. I go back to my lower time frame, look at it through the lens of the 1 hour, look at it through the lens of the 30 minutes, look at it through the lens of the 15 minutes. Guess what? I'm going to be fine. Definitely, this looks to me like a trade opportunity. And you guys know that I sent, this setup into the group, and I'm still holding this setup actually. I'm selling this down, right? Down to the lower part, right? And you can see how far the market had moved, right? And this is not just only specific to the higher time frame, right? So you can see how I was able to get the accurate areas of that I needed for the information, and I don't have to cover a lot of zones, right? And it doesn't just only work on the higher time frame. Let's work with the lower time frame, right? There are so many trade opportunities I can find right here. I'm currently on a trade right now, and I'm still selling this this very beautiful pair. Now I want you to look at something, right? Like I said, always look to your left, right? Anytime you look to your left in the market, you are always going to find the key zones, right? So now let's say, for example, if I want to obtain this key zone that led to the market falling right from that point, guess what? I do not have to do too much, right? When I look to my left, I look for the most significant areas that I could find, right? I could find this point right here. I could find this point right here, right? So what do? Very simple, pretty simple and straightforward. I bring out my my previous area of support right here. I identify it right here. Okay. Now I'm having an area right here. When you take it to the 4 hours time frame, you can see it's pretty much smaller zone on the 4 hours time frame, right? So all you need is just the information, the most recent information, right? All you need is the most recent information. And I'm going to show you some more examples, right? So let's take this out again. Let's look for some examples, right? So rather than me going on the higher time frame, for example, to look for information. So let me give you this. So for example, let's say I want to find the key level right here where I probably can find a buy trade, right? Now, I don't have to go to the daily time frame, right? A lot of people are going to go to the daily time frame, which I'm not saying is not correct, right? But it might not be that effective. A lot of people are going to come here and, say, okay, the market went through the space. In fact, some people are going to put it through the line chart and say, the market has been moving from this level. And when you connect it to the past, this has been a very strong key level. So let us look for that level out. Let me bring out that level. You can see right here, resistance, support, resistance. I used to have it like this, many years ago, right? But the more you get experience with the market, the more you are able to see things better, right? Now, a lot of people might say this, right? And to be honest, this might be correct, right? On the daily time frame. But now when you come back right here, you can see the 4 hours breaking through that zone. Most likely, most traders are going to be confused on this level, right? But now, how do I find a buy trade, right? Now, you can actually say that, okay, now I'm able to find a buy trade right now because the market broke this zone. It came back right here and it's giving me a buy trade. You could literally just avoid that by doing what? Just come to the 1 hour or the 4 hours time frame. All you need is just to look to the left, right? Why the market was right here? Why the market was right here? Let me take this off. Why the market was right here at this point? All you had to do was look to the left. Look at the trend of the market. What is the trend of the market? Right? The trend of the market is going down. Where is the last structural point for the market, right? The market was moving in this way, and this was the last structural point for the market. And all you have to do is to look to the left. Okay, when you look to the left, do you have a very strong zone? Yes, I have a very strong area of resistance turned into support. You don't really need to sweat it that much, right? So that means this is a very strong key level. And guess what? You could have found your trade right here. I think I posted this on my Instagram, right? I think the last 2 posts or something like that. And we made a heck load of money on this very beautiful pair, okay? And it's really not that hard, right? And I want you to use this concept. The rules are very simple and golden, right? Understand trend, understand the last structure point, right? And anytime the market is around the spot, right, all you have to do is to look to the left. Now, let's do it. Let's do the same thing for this one right here, right? What do we have right here? We have a structure point right here where the market is making. Look at it. The market is making the low structure point. It broke it right here to this level, and the market came right back here to test, and it went up to this level. Now, when the market is coming to this level, all you have to do is just look to your left. When you look to your left, you're gonna find the previous resistance turn support, right? This is another key level that the market can actually reject at. Now, there are certain things I've explained in the past on how you can use those confluences with other tools in the market, right? Which subsequent video you might see me just drop a version 2 of that, right? But now look at this trade, right? All you had to do was get this level. The moment you realize that this was the last previous resistance support, guess what? This is an opportunity for a trade entry opportunity, right? Based on whatever confirmation you're looking for, you could have actually secured this trade to this point out, depending on your analysis and where you want to take your profit from, right? So the goal is very simple. When you want to identify key levels in the market, right, all you have to do is to look to your left. Let me show you a very incredible trade that I took, some times ago, right? Look at this, for example. I'm looking forward to actually have a good trade opportunity right here, right? And guess what? I saw that the market was dropping. I had my trend line right to this point, but I just do not trust the trend line enough. And guess what? I looked at the structure point of the market. What is happening in the market? The market is making low, lower, high, and all the structure point right here. And it broke this last lower high. Guess what? All I had to do was look to the left. Looking to the left, I connected where the market has been finding support, and resistance. And those are all I needed. And guess what? All I had to do was just connect this point right here. So what do I have? I have 2 confluences right now. I have the trend line. I have this level right here. This was a very, very profitable trade. And, the moment the market gave me the confirmation I needed, right, I entered in this trade, and, it was a very, very good trade for me. I took my profit at the next support level, right? So you can see how I'm able to use trend and structural knowledge to actually find this key level in the market. And it happens for everything, right? Look at this level as well. When the market came to this point right here, look at this level right here. When the market came to this point right here, after it made the 4th touch right here, all I have to do to further establish my key level was just to look to the left. What do I have to the left? I also have an area of previous area of support right here turning into resistance, right? And this was a very phenomenal trade, right? All I had to do was just wait for my, execution opportunity, and I put my stop loss just right above that level, and look at it, right? So whenever you want to pick a level in the market, you don't need to go the long distance, right? The market isn't that complicated. I'm going to use one last example for us, right? Let's look at this price point again. When the market got to this point, this is probably the fifth touch, right? If you've not read, if you don't understand how I'm drawing my trend line, go watch my trend line video. It's going to be pinned above, right? Look at what I did. The moment I saw this right here, I can't just trust the trend line. I'm looking for other confluences by getting my key levels. All you had to do was look to the left, look at the structural point of the market. What is the structural point of the market? The market is making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, then it broke it right here and then formed a new lower high and it broke. Guess what? When the market got to this level, all you had to do was look to the left. To the left, what do you have? You have a previous area of support and resistance to further confirm the confluence, right? And what do? You enter immediately, you have, your key confirmation for the market to move. And look, you could have literally used this simple skill. You don't need all the informations to make those decisions, right? You could have simply used all the simple skills to actually get your trade opportunities in the market. So to someone always going to the monthly to go find those zones that you're going to use on the 15 minutes time frame, this is the right time for you to stop, okay? This is the right time for you to stop. You don't need to go that long distance, okay? All you need to do is to understand trend and structure points in the market, and all you have to do is look to the left. So I hope you've learned so much from this, right? You're going to find me going through the comment section to see area of weaknesses and how I can drop short videos like this to help you guys become better. And if you need a comprehensive teaching, you need a comprehensive mentorship, SwingTradeFX Academy, www.swingtradefxacademy.com has got you. We have a university grade course that we just rolled out, right? It's gonna help a lot of people. We've been able to achieve a lot, trained over 800 students for the past 6 years. Being a teacher, right? And now we have actually redefined the courses to what works in the market right now. So if you want to be serious about your trading and you want to make consistent profitability in Forex trading, please, it will do us a very big honor to have you in the academy, right? The goal is very simple: create as many 5 and 6 figures traders all around the world as possible. And we're happy we are making significant progress and we're hitting significant milestone. You can be part of the community today. Don't watch other people make it happen. You should take a step as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and God bless you.